that figure. Okay guys, we can see that figure. The measure of the candelabro is 170 meters high. Hola, hola. Okay, my friends, welcome to the Ballestos. Amigos, hoy estamos observando los pingüinos. ¿Saben que los pingüinos, amigos, son aves monógamas? Sí, aves monógamas. Sí, claro, está yendo a pescar ya. Están los pelícanos posando ahí. Voy a descansar. Okay.
Amigo, por favor, es como una medalla, mira. ¿Quieres? ¿Para atrás? No tenga miedo.
Okay, put your headset before starting.
Yes. Punch. Una vez que sería short.
Claro, es que está doblado. Hacemos uma hora mais porque 10, 11, 12. Ya, pues. Uma, 2 horas más.
5 minutos va a salir yo.
Do you see down there maybe the lines, the water, the channels? Drinking water is still coming down from Machu Picchu, one for the Machu Spring, still running. Do you see down there in front of us, right, the run beetle like a hill like a thing? People call like that. In English, people call rainy season and dry season. What happened in December 21:16 in the morning? The sun's come from that way. When the sun's coming down, the sun's pass through the window, guys. This day in Peru represents longest day, shortest. Okay. Now. Well, I think you guys should say, come here. Okay. Well, we don't know, my friends.
Yeah. Offer as well. You're gonna see there.
Todo fala. Ai, meu Deus, não, eu pensei que ele